else do we celebrate? We celebrate Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas, man. When these things go against the Most High, man, these things don't got no relevance to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. We celebrate these things, and it only puffs up the traditions of America, man, because it ain't got nothing to do with God, man.
One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West till the death till they bury me.
Read what you got.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen.
The Lord say to learn not the way of the heathen, man. There's a heathen on this earth, and a heathen is any nation that is not of the children of Israel. If you're not black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, then you are a heathen according to the Bible. And now heathens, they have their ideologies. Heathens have their culture and their history. And the Lord said what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
It said learn not the way of the heathen. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Now, how are we dismayed at the signs of heaven? With zodiac signs, man. With horoscopes. With the blood moon and the new moon, man. We get dismayed at the signs of heaven, by worshiping the things that the heathens worship, man. They look at the stars and think that the stars mean that you're gonna have a bad day. They look at the stars and think because how the stars align, that means that you're gonna be a selfish person or you're gonna be a greedy person. When that is nonsense according to the Lord, man. You understand? Read it again.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the sign of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them.
That's right.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
For the customs of the people are vain.
That's right.
Everything that these heathens celebrate, Halloween, Christmas, 4th of July, you understand? All of these holidays are in vain. What does Halloween do for anybody, man? What does Christmas do for anybody except make bastards out of the children of Israel, man? Except make the children of Israel a people without a father, man. We celebrating Christmas thinking that Christ was born on December 25th when that is a goddamn lie, man. Which is why we should never trust our oppressor, man. Because the white man is a liar, man. He'll lie to you and he'll tell you that Christ was born on December 25th. When in the Bible, it don't even tell you Christ's birthday, man. And if you want to get into it and say that Christ was born in the springtime, during tax season and the Abib, man. You understand? So how could you push a lie that is so false, man? Such a terrible, disgusting lie, man. The reason why they push that lie is because they know that when we follow after the ways of this people, then we'll become vain like them, man. But let me tell you something, man. If you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you can't live a vain life like the oppressor. Let the oppressor go be a dum-dum. Let the oppressor go celebrate Christmas. Let him celebrate Halloween, man. Let him do that, man, because they are stupid, man, but we can't do that because our people are dying in America and we have to celebrate things that actually is worth a damn, man. Read what you got, Jeremiah 10 and verse 3.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Now, Jeremiah gonna get into one custom that they celebrated thousands of years ago that we still celebrate today, which is Christmas, man. Read it again.
For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
For one cutteth the tree out of the forest. When you get ready to celebrate Christmas, what must you have? You must have the Christmas tree. But the Bible is describing this in the Bible, in the book of Jeremiah. Read.
The work of the hand of the workman with the axe.
The work of the hands of a workman with an axe. See, back in the day, you actually had to do some work to celebrate Christmas. Nowadays, you go do what? You go to the market and you'll buy yourself a Christmas tree. Or you'll get some plastic tree. But the Bible said that they used to have to go in the woods and take an axe and cut the tree out of the forest and keep going.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold.
And they do what?
They deck it with silver and with gold.
And they deck it with silver and gold. What's the song they sing? Deck the halls with what is it, Falls of Holly or something like that? I ain't Christian. I don't know none of your dumb ass your stupid songs, man. For my language, man. But the Bible say that they take the tree and they deck it with silver and gold, right? And then they get their eggnog and they get their pine cone forest spray and they get their candles and they Santa Claus, right? Read.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers. That it move not.
They fasten it with hammers and nails that it move not. Read.
Verse 5. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born.
And the must needs be born, meaning this, that Christmas tree is such a worthless religion or such a worthless holiday that the only way that Christmas has power is if you give it the power. The only way that Christmas can do anything is if you sit in front of that Christmas tree and you worship it like a god, man. And that is what destroys black people, man. You can't follow after these religions and holidays of our oppressor, man. They can celebrate Christmas. We cannot, man. You know why? Because we was murdered and we was tortured and lynched and hung from tree to tree and forced to celebrate these holidays, man. And it is not of the Lord. Drop that. Give me Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8, man. We gonna get into it, man. It ain't no reason on earth why we should be going to our oppressor to figure out what holidays we supposed to be worshiping, man. How big of a slave can we be? How stupid are we gonna be beaten down into, man? You understand? When there are holidays in the Bible, man, Salakia, high holy days in the Bible. There are people in this Bible who is worth remembering, man. Like Esther, man, a woman who saved the nation of Israel by being a righteous, beautiful woman, man. Now imagine if our sisters celebrated that, man. Imagine if our sisters were looking up to our sisters like Esther and sisters like Sarah and brothers was looking up to brothers like Job and Jeremiah, man. Imagine if that's what we looked up to, man, and we followed. Then we wouldn't be in the condition that we in. But yet we following after some fat Santa Claus, man. Taking our children to go sit on the lap of some pedophile, man. He getting drunk with your children in his lap. Don't we teach our children not to talk to strangers? But you got so much of a spell on you, man. Christianity got your brain in a twist that on December 25th, you gonna go put your child in the lap of some fat, drunk Santa Claus, man. He got a hard on with your 3-year-old daughter. You got to wake up, man. Stop with that nonsense, man. Don't make no damn sense for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to have gone through what we've been through, to have died the death we died, to live the life that we live, and we still don't get it. We still don't get that you can't give your people to our oppressor, man. Come on, man. Read what you got.
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 2. Verse 8, beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy.
Through what?
Through philosophy.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy, man. Christianity is a philosophy. Celebrating Christmas is a philosophy, man. And it don't have nothing to do with the Lord. The Bible mentions Halloween nowhere. Nowhere. As a matter of fact, the Bible says that our God, the God of the Bible, is not the God of the dead. So if you love the Lord and you love the Bible, then why are you celebrating Halloween? Why are you trying to speak to the dead? Why are you so amazed at going into spirit realms and things like that when the Lord said he is not the God of the dead, man? You understand? But that's the philosophy that destroys us, man. And you know how celebrating Halloween destroys us? Because now that your Aunt Mabel is dead, you are so worried about getting some candles and making a circle or a Ouija board to speak to Aunt Mabel, who don't give a damn about you no more. That you forget to speak to your brothers and sisters that's right here with you every day, man. That's how Halloween destroys you. It's philosophy, man. You understand? Read.
and vain deceit. After the tradition of men.
After the tradition of who?
Men.
After the tradition of men, man. Meaning this don't come from the Lord, man. Some man created Halloween. Some man created Christmas. Some man created Valentine's Day, man. It is not in the Bible, man. And it is a sin to celebrate these holidays, man. Is there any more? Read.
After the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
After the rudiments of the world and not after Christ. Christ ain't never celebrate Halloween, man. Christ ain't never celebrate Christmas or Valentine's Day. You know why Christ ain't do that? Because Christ was too concerned with the condition of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. But here we are in America, we ain't concerned with the lives of Fidel Castile. We ain't concerned with the lives of Trayvon Martin. We ain't concerned with the lives of Sandra Bland. You know what we concerned about? We concerned with Halloween, man. We concerned with Veterans Day. Our time is taken away from serving the Lord and taking care of our people because we want to celebrate Christmas, man. And you know how we got to celebrate Christmas? Well, there's only one way, being black, that we could do it. We gotta go and rob and murder and sell drugs to each other to get the money so that we can celebrate Christmas, man. And that's how Christmas destroys us with its philosophy, man. Because Christmas teaches you that you have to give a gift, man. That you have to give a gift, and the only way we can give a gift is if we get the money to pay for it. But black people are poor. But Hispanics are poor. Hispanics are locked up in cages. How them Hispanics in them cages supposed to celebrate Christmas? They can't. You understand? Read it again.
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. After the tradition of men.
After the tradition of men. Drop that. Give me Mark chapter 7 and verse 6, man. You understand? Everywhere you go in the Bible, it teaches us what we should celebrate, what we should not celebrate, what we should observe and what we should not observe, who we should love and who we should not love, what to eat and what not to eat, man. And if we was to follow these things that Christ laid down for us, that the Lord held on for us, then we will be a people that's better than every nation on the face of the planet Earth. We in the Christian church every day saying, what's wrong with black people? Why are our children living the way that they live in? It's because of you, man. It's because you teach them that they can celebrate Christmas when God said not to. It's because you teach them that they can celebrate Halloween when God said not to do those things, man. So, how does that destroy us? Because if you teach the people to do things that God said not to do, well then why are you surprised when you tell your children to not sell drugs and they go disrespect you too? They don't listen to you too, man. You teach them to disobey God, so why would you expect them to obey you? You teach them something that is going to destroy them, man. And we're going to bring it out. Read.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 6. He answered and said unto them, we'll have Esaias prophesied of you, hypocrites.
Esaias, he prophesied unto you hypocrites, man. And who is Elias talking to? Elias is talking to the Pharisees, man, and the Sadducees, which is your modern day Christian leaders, man. Because they were hypocrites. Because they wanted to, they taught that you had to wash hands before you ate, which was some vain philosophy that they came up with in their head, right? Read.
As it is written, this people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
These people honor Christ with their lips, meaning what? They say that we love God. We the children of God. We love Christ and we'll die for Christ. But yet, why are you celebrating Christmas then? When Christ said, don't do it in the Bible. Why are you celebrating Halloween when God said he is not the God of the dead? But you say that you love Christ. You profess to be a child of God. Read it again.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 6. He answered and said unto them, well have Esaias prophesied of you, hypocrites, as it is written, his people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
But their heart is far from Christ. Keep going.
Verse 7. I beat it in vain. They worship me. Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Meaning what? In vain you worship Christ, man. All of us out here in America, for the most part, teach or say that we love Christ. Well, if everybody on earth love Christ, then why we got so much drug addiction?
Right.
If everybody on the earth loves God, then why do we have so much homelessness?
Right.
Why are we murdering each other? Why do we have gay pride parades? If everybody loves God, then why isn't the world that we live in rejoicing? You know why? Because Christians don't love God.
Right.
Christians don't give a damn about Christ and what he taught and what he gave his life for, man. You know why? Because you're a hypocrite, man.
Right.
You are a hypocrite Christian who claims to love God, but you do nothing he says. Keep going.
Verse 8. For laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men.
For laying aside the commandment of God. You lay aside what God told you to do, and you pick up the tradition of men. You know what that means? You put the Feast of Tabernacles to the side, and you picked up Halloween. You put the Feast of First Fruits to the side, and you picked up Valentine's Day, man. You laid the commandments of God to the side, and you picked up the tradition of men. Keep going.
As the washing of pots and cups, and many others, such like things ye do.
As the washing of pots and cups, man. What the hell is washing pots and cups gonna do if you smoking weed, man?
Right.
What is washing pots and cups gonna do if you live in a homosexual lifestyle?
Right.
It don't matter. It don't matter how much you wash your hands if you gonna disobey the Lord, man.
We want no cowards in our camp,